Right there's the man. You ready?
Let's get after some dang Mississippi Gobbers, bud.
Alright, what is up, guys? We got Travis Godwin with us today, TG Customs. It's the southeastern way. If y'all want to get you some calls or some pretty cool hats, hit him up. And we are headed to northern-ish, somewhere in Mississippi. We're about to go chase around some Mississippi mountain gobblers, and hopefully, I mean, the limit's 2 per person, so hopefully we'll have 4 down by, like, on a Saturday.
Hey, we're going to kill all 4 of them.
That's the plan, at least. I mean, the only issue that I see is you can't kill jakes in Mississippi, and I have been known to sling some lead at a jake, so I'm gonna have to either be more careful or just, I don't know, I'm gonna have to be more careful just to shoot a legal bird, and which shouldn't be a big deal. And old Travis over here, he can sure enough run a turkey call.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
What you think?
I'll put the yacht on them, son. Daggum right.
Yep. I'm pretty excited. This is like my second legit out-of-state public land hunt ever. Both of us, we've hunted some public land back home. Mm-hmm. Well, you hunt a good bit of it. Mm-hmm. We won't say where, but Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
But
that's enough people over there.
Yeah, but either way, you can tell we're pretty well loaded down. I gotta run, grab a couple last-minute things, and then we'll be on the way to Mississippi. Y'all stay tuned.
Freaking cars will quit fast.
We ain't where we're going, but we just drove through a WMA. We figured we'd stop for a minute.
There comes another one. Hold on.
You wanna walk down the road a little ways, maybe?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Might as well. We're here. That deer's a freaking pig. This pig's on their way to us. There's a pig right there. You see him? That's a freaking big pig, dude. You gotta kill it. Man, you gotta quit that freaking noise. That's a big old pig. I got a knife. I wanna go stab him. God, that's a big pig. You see this one right here? That's a big pig. You see right on that oak tree? Yeah. Is there 2 or is that just that big one? It sounds like it. He's showing up real good in this camera for some reason. Do you see him? How did he smoke? Somebody's going this way. There, I wouldn't expect. Here, hold on. Let's see what happens. Oh, crap.
That was a bunch of big.
Holy crap. That's a freaking monster.
It's several big ones, and then there's some babies too. A bunch up in there.
Yeah, there's a bunch up in there.
Wow.
I don't know a turkey hunt here anymore.
There were some babies in there too.
Yeah, that was really good. I saw one.
That's what we need. Yeah. Get a couple of them pigs and take them back and eat them tonight.
Yeah, a couple of them. Alright guys, I just dropped off Travis at one chunk of public, and I'm going to come up here just a little ways, get on a kind of a different ridge system. We're going to try to see if we can't roost us a turkey bird. We made it to the public a little later than we thought, but we did stop at another place just to check out And I don't know, a lot of this looks really good. It's wide open, hardwood and pine mix, hill country. It's pretty. And hopefully we can hear some bird pretty soon. Have us a good starting point for the morning. Well, folks, it has been what my granddaddy would call a rigmarole. Just trying to find a place to camp, and we're not even 100% sure if we're allowed to camp here. We gave him $20, but there's nobody up there, obviously, because it's 10 o'clock at night. But here's a quick story. Here's a quick story. We drove to this beautiful looking camp spot. It was like national forest land, you know, and we're like, all right, this looks good. This looks like a good camp spot. And we get there, and the road that goes in there said camping closed. And if you actually Google the place, it says temporarily closed. So we're like, well, crap, where do we go now? So then I remembered I had to do homework, so we had to go to town anyway, and I had to turn in some homework, so I drove all the way back to town. And then Travis is like, hey, there's a spot down here. It's a little different type of similar setup. And we get here and it says I don't understand if the sign meant you may reserve a campsite ahead of time online, or if you have to, because it said campsites may be reserved. So I don't know if that means it's possible that they're reserved or that you can reserve them online, or I don't know. So we just had, and all they had was day use permits when we got here. They didn't even have a camp permit in the little envelopes. We just put a 20 in the envelope and we're about to set up a tent. So
we're very uncertain of whether we're supposed to be here or not.
I mean, it's a campground, and we gave them more than enough money to be legally camping here. We're just not sure if we did it the right way. Mm-hmm. Which, if they complain about it, I'd be like, there wasn't nobody here, and camp closes at 10, so it's 10. If nobody's here at 10, they're not going to be here.
No, heck no.
So,
I don't.
Also, it's going to rain in the morning, so we may not even wake up. Here in a minute, I'm gonna help Travis set up his tent, and then I'm gonna show my little truck bed camping setup, and then we're probably just gonna sleep till about, I don't know, whenever we wake up. So we'll see you then. Cool. Alright, folks, here's Travis's.
That's a crib.
Yeah. This is what, a 25 high turkey cribs, a 2022 edition. Got a nice little cot in there. That's my cot that I used in a memory foam pad. He's gonna be mighty comfortable. Got a sleeping bag in there too. Let me show you my setup. In here we've got my truck bed, camper top. Got me a way too big of a sleeping bag in here. This is like a 20 degree or 30 degree mummy sleeping bag, and it's like plenty. And then I got a little sleeping pad under that, a little extra support, you know. But I got a blanket in there too that I'll probably put on when I actually go to bed and just lay on top of this at least tonight. So it's supposed to rain in the morning like we mentioned, so good chance we probably won't hunt in the morning. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens, and it should cool down a little bit. We're gonna have some pretty days this weekend, and we're gonna stay into next week just a little bit. So who knows? Yeah, this is our pretty little campsite, honestly. But we're still not 100% sure if we need to be here. But oh well, we'll see you guys in the morning.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty.
Alrighty, so we just woke up, or we've been awake for a minute, but woke up late today because it rained from
about 2 to 6.
Yeah.
And now I can't get out of the campsite.
I had to shift it up over drive to get out of our little campsite. God.
Come on, Whitey.
There we go. Yeah. It was just wet enough that I couldn't get out. That's kind of one of the reasons why I want to move camp spots. But anyway, like we said, I think what our plan today is to first figure out how we can make sure we're doing the right thing camping here.
Yeah, for real.
And then afterwards, I think we're probably going to go shoot a turkey in the face. So that's pretty much it. The truck camping, by the way, the little truck camper, it was surprisingly comfortable. It was more comfortable than I was expecting. And I didn't sleep good, but I think that was partially excitement, partially, I don't know, but I was plenty comfortable. I'm not hurting nowhere, so that's good. Either way, we're gonna go shoot a turkey eventually. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, we're in a real pretty burn right here. Well, it's pretty and burn behind us. We got some private kind of wrapping around this little chunk of public. So we're gonna try to get down the road a little ways and call down into this bottom. Try to hopefully strike one, and then basically our plan is there were people everywhere we wanted to go. So, but there's a lot of land out here that doesn't have people on it, so we're gonna kind of work our way south. We came all the way north, we're gonna work our way south trying to strike one, pretty much. And then probably walk around some too. Try to scout a little bit. Alright guys, so we woke up a little bit late, and by we I mean Travis woke up when we were supposed to and then didn't wake me up. But we are headed into a spot. We're following a ridge out a decent ways. I think it's still plenty before good gobbling time. We're gonna follow this ridge out a ways, and there's a lot of good roosting stuff, but the only issue is we got company in here. There's a guy parked just below us. If I had to guess, he's probably, doing the same thing we are, walking down the ridge and listening. If that's the case, we'll be split up by the time we get back there. But either way, it's public land. We're gonna try to go farther and stay longer than everybody else. That's about the only thing you can do. So, got a lot of land to work with back here. A lot of good finger ridges and benches in this. Seems like it should be pretty good roosting country. And then there's just a lot of good stuff to work with back here, it looks like. So, we'll give it a shot. Alright boys, we heard one. He gobbled like 3 times in like 15 seconds, and then we sat there for another minute or two, couldn't hear it again. But he's gobbling out there. We can't tell if he's like in a bottom between, or if he's got a ridge between us, or if he's got a couple ridges between us. But the only water is 1,000 yards away, and I don't think he's that far. So we're just gonna start easing his way and hopefully get on him here pretty soon. We got a bird guy, I'm pretty sure where he's at. We'll try to, it looks like there's like an island back here, like a mountain island or whatever. Looks like he's on the point, or sounds like he's on the point down below it. So we're gonna try to circle around and get up on this ridge real quick and sneak in behind him. So, wish us luck. Picked up in the video, but we just bumped a bird off a tree, which ain't good. Didn't know it was there, don't think it's him. We're kind of using this terrain to help us out, to block us from him. But I don't know if we just screwed it up. We're just gonna sit down right here, we're already close enough. Made a couple soft calls and see what happens. Alright, so you can see that ladder stand behind me. I just climbed up in it. You can also see a field behind me.
Ain't a bird in it. Not a single bird. Not a bird.
Well, there was a crow, so there was one bird. But we were almost positive that turkey we worked this morning flew down and then walked right into that field. We were almost positive, because I mean that makes sense. He was roosted all the way back here. He was only like 200 yards from it. But that's not the case. But I think we're gonna head out. We've done a lot of scouting. There's a ton of sign in here. I'm talking like every little finger ridge, and then down in the bottoms every little side hill that's got oaks on it, which a lot of this is all hardwoods, but tons of scratching. It hasn't been freshened up too much since the rain, but I mean still, it's like everywhere you look they've scratched around the base of tree trunks. They've scratched around falling down logs. They scratched just in general. So I feel like it's a good area. It's the only goblin bird we've heard, the only real solid lead we have right now. So we're gonna go waste a little bit of time, get us some snacks or something, and then go into another spot that I've been wanting to check out. So figured I'd film a little something just in case. It's real windy still. But we decided to come check out a new spot that we've been looking at, hadn't been in. We get about halfway down this finger ridge off of the main ridge, and Travis did an owl hoot, and I could have sworn I heard a gobble, but I don't know. We've heard some geese. It could have been that. All I could hear was just like the very front end of it, kind of high pitched. So not even sure if it was a gobble. We figured to go at least get closer and try it again. So on a little high point. Yeah, there's a whole flock of turkeys down there somewhere.
About 10, 12 of them.
Alright, quick update. Looking at the maps. We think there's a little saddle up ahead of us. We're like 90% sure those turkeys just jumped over that saddle. They never flew. They just ran. And some of them I don't even think they saw us or got that spooked. I think it looked like there was at least a couple taller, bigger, darker birds. And the last one that I saw looked like he was still kind of puffed up, like he didn't want to fully come out of strut. So I think what we're gonna do is give it a minute and then try to drop down in this next bottom. Real quick, it was a stupid-ish mistake, which we didn't really know that it was at the time. Like I just mentioned earlier, I thought I might have heard like part of a gobble a good ways away. And I mean, that kind of makes sense. It was like 500-600 yards from where we heard it.
Yep.
And they were down in the bottom. If it was a gobble, that was definitely one of the turkeys. So we come up. We just made a call on, what was it, that ridge?
The one on the other side of it.
Yeah, we had just made a call on the other side of it. We get up to this ridge that you can see right here, and I thought, you know what? We're just gonna be calling into the same stuff we've been calling into. Let's hop over the next ridge. So we get on this next ridge, and I'm like, well, now that we're here, let's get on this high point. And we get almost this high point, and Travis says, stop. And so I stopped, and sure enough, which it didn't look like they were bumped that bad, like they definitely saw us. But
they wouldn't have seen us, but they come out of that bottom, and that's when they seen us. Because you see, you can't see over that ridge right there.
But
that's what it was. I saw the first one come out of there.
They ran out from like right here.
Yeah, you see how you can't really see over that?
Yeah.
They come out of there, and that's when I seen that first one pop out.
Because when I saw them, they were all running straight that way towards that saddle.
See, I only saw one at first, and that one got spooked. The rest of them went with it.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Then just one of them was spooked, and the rest of them didn't even know what happened.
Yeah.
They're just so cautious they ran with her. But I think we got a good game plan to, if nothing else, we might see them in the next bottom and know kind of what they do and have another game plan for tomorrow maybe, or a backup plan at least.
Option.
but that's the best sign we've seen so far.
For sure.
Live turkeys.
Sure.
We're making a move on these birds. Trying to take it as easy as possible to get close enough to be in the game.
We should pretty easily be able to get. You see where
That next point down there, not this one or this one, but the next one. You see where it kind of flattens out? I think if we can get kind of right in there, I think we should be able to get there, and I think we'd be in the money then. Alright, boys, so I haven't really filmed too much of us cooking. We've already cooked 3 or 4 meals. I ain't filmed it once, but lunch today is just some deer boudin. We're probably gonna put some more on here in a little bit when that gets good. But I got me a little flat table thing, a little 10-inch cast iron. Put some backstrap on it last night. How was that backstrap?
Daggum good, son.
Heck yeah. We'll probably laze around for a little bit. Get us some food, and then I don't know. We're gonna try to either kill one this afternoon or at least roost one. And I think we're gonna go to like the new spot we found and maybe split up or something to roost tonight. So who knows? Y'all stay tuned.